Hello guys. Hello everyone. And welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are kind of late. Yeah, we should have started live pretty much 20 minutes ago, but looking at the news, we can see here that we have at for consumer confidence, and that's not right to trade. And as you can see, like prior to this, we got Powell that testifies, we got Lane. I don't know who that is, but I mean, when there's a bunch of people talking, I think the markets are just gonna react to a bunch of things that they say. So I think it's always best to just start the session later if something like this happens. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, we just got consumer confidence. That's it. Yeah, to yesterday I came back from Croatia. Had a great time, and yeah, just trying to get back to trading. But yeah, so I actually lowered my contracts just to, get back and just relax a bit, because yeah, next week I won't be live streaming for sure, but the week after that week there, so 2 weeks from now, I'll be pretty much trading every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So yeah, as you can see, as I said, look at this market movement right here. It's just shit. It's just chopping and a bunch of wicks. So I think that's why you just shouldn't trade in those type of moments where we have a bunch of people talking live. So yeah, I think this is why. I think this is not a market to trade. I just wait it out. So yeah, I'm actually going for the second Apex payout. The first one, yeah, I mean, I didn't start trading with a bunch of money, so I could have gone for a bigger a risk, but I could have done it quicker. I think I did the first payout in 5 months, so I think I could have done it faster. But yeah, you just, when you don't have that much money behind it to play with, it's difficult, because you just gotta manage your accounts well and everything. So yeah, now after Trump set tariffs, everything has been, I mean, markets have been kind of strange, but I think now they're kind of getting better. So I think now this is a tradable market. So yeah, hopefully we can make some money. Well, I think we'll just wait out for this market to actually get out of this range, because this range is kind of shit. You just don't understand nothing. So I got 20 contracts in 4 accounts. So we're trading micros. I mean, a view up retest here might have been good, but as you can see, it's pretty much, I mean, it's 9 for the US, but it's 4 in Italian time, so it's top of the hour, and you shouldn't be trading. For me, you shouldn't be trading in top of the hour. But so this is consumer confidence, kind of going crazy. I think we could just go to GeoGuessr and do some. I think that in this type of in these cases right now, that we're just chopping just like not watching at the markets, I think it actually it is better because you keep your emotional capital right, and you don't get maybe you don't get tired. So I mean we have pretty much, and I think I'll trade um for an hour and a half, an hour and 30 minutes. Then I think I might go for a run out because there's sun, and yeah, just to get some air. I think I'm gonna go do 10 kilometers, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, let's play these 3 locations while we wait for the markets to get better. I hope the live is going good. I'm not sure. So yeah, as I said yesterday, if you can see it on my Instagram. I post pretty much every day that I trade, my earnings, my losses, you know. I'll just see if it's live. It's actually it's doing good. So yeah, the only thing that I changed, I actually just changed a little bit the volume of the music. But now let's focus on this. I mean, this looks like some Indian stuff, to be honest. Or maybe like South, maybe somewhere like this, like Brazil, Argentina. I think that's something near like, where is Buenos Aires? Where the fuck is Buenos Aires? Yeah. Something like maybe here. Yeah, it's the fuck. Okay, I actually lost. I mean, it was South America, but we are still in that range. So you know, just for you guys, I mean, if there's someone watching this live and they are trading, just do not trade like this. You know, you shouldn't be trading right now, for sure. I mean, I don't know what language this is, but the fuck is this, bro? Dispositive si servizi complete. This might be Spain, actually. Okay, we don't see shit right now. Why is that? Why am I not seeing shit, bro? That's crazy. I mean, I don't see anything, so I'll just go like maybe Portugal. Maybe Portugal or Spain, like. Man, dude. That was far. What was that? Is that... What country is this? Actually, what country is that? Like Bosnia? I don't know. Yeah, so my Wi-Fi sucks a little bit, so yeah, it just doesn't even show the map, so let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, same thing, just shopping around this level. I mean, I don't see shit, so okay. I mean, while we wait, I don't know what we could do. Maybe higher or lower. I play sometimes, like with my friends at school when we don't have shit to do. Like for example here, like the importance of looking at multiple time frames. Like for example here, this moment in the 1 minute, I think you'd say shorts are looking really good. Like here, because of the momentum and this like levels here. But at the same time, if you watch the 5 minute, it's just shit for the sales. So, but I mean, when it's just chopping like this, you just shouldn't trade, you know. It's really easy to give up your profits that maybe you've gained over the past maybe weeks in like a day or two. So sometimes it's just better not to take any trade and to keep the profits, like, and maybe break even for like a couple days, or maybe not take any trades. You know, it's always really it's hard to get. No, I mean, it's easier to get to like lose 2 weeks of profits than to make 2 weeks of profits one day. It's so much easier because of the tilt you might have. So yeah, you might just tilt and lose 2 weeks of profits in a day, but sometimes usually that, I mean, that pretty much can't happen with profits because you've got targets. For example, me, uh, I target 20 points a day. It doesn't. Oh shit! Look at this. It doesn't matter if how many contracts I'm trading with. It really doesn't matter shit. But the only thing that matters is that, you know, I gotta do 20 points. But if I do 25 or 15, it really doesn't matter. So I just got to make 20, 25, 15 points a day, and that you just gotta be frequent, you know. It's not a thing that you do fast. And I see a lot of YouTubers like taking payouts every week. I mean, that's crazy. But obviously, when you've got maybe more confidence and we've got more money to play with, you can always obviously like take more risks and go with higher contracts sizes. But I think, I mean, I'm 17 years old and I haven't got. I mean, I did take a payout, and that really helped me a lot to get more accounts, more confidence, because I have like literally right there on my right, the certificates. So whenever like I doubt about like my trading style and if I'm profitable or not, because in it, it happens sometimes. For maybe 2 weeks you're in a winning streak and you seem to be unbeatable, and and sometimes for 2, 3, 4 weeks straight you're just losing, and you think that you're not profitable and your strategy doesn't work. But having done a payout and knowing that that payout was like 5 months of trading, that really makes me think and know that, I mean, 5 months of profitability straight, that's really hard. And if you don't have something that works, you just can't achieve that. So um every time I doubt a little bit about myself and my trading, I just look here at the wall and got the certificates of the account, I've got certificates of the payouts. And I mean, if you guys ever want to see the certificate, I'll just pull it out. I have it right here. So I mean, if your guys don't really think that I do have a payout, and you can just ask and I'll show it out right on camera. So yeah, it's kind of shit right now. So let's play a game here. I mean, this has to be higher, of course. So guys, if you don't know, this game is just a game in which you have to choose between two things that someone might search, that are on the internet, and just choose which one has more search history, like in the past month. I think it's a really simple game, but I mean, this is tricky, no cap. This is so tricky. I mean, hell yeah. Usually when it's something like this, there's not much. There's no way, bro. Why would you not search about your pension? Pension. I don't know how to say that in English, but I might want to play some live poker instead of playing this shit, but no way. How can a basketball team be more searched than a nation? That's crazy. Like imagine more people knowing the Boston Celtics than knowing Argentina. Yeah, it don't really matter, but I'm sure most of the people know Argentina more than the Boston Celtics. That's for sure. We're still chopping. Like, how can you even try to trading this? It's just crazy. I'm sure there's like a bunch of people just losing a lot of money right now unnecessarily, because you just can sit and relax. But like a film has more searches than, I don't know what was that, but it was like with some kids, and I think that's not right, bro. What is that whiplash? That's actually crazy. I think that we have Powell testifying right now. We might get out of this like shit, but so yeah, we got a bunch of people talking right now, and if they say something crazy and you're in a trade, you just get fucked up, you know. Just don't trade when this happens. You never know what they could say that might impact the markets, so I mean, we could just play GeoGuessr and pay, but like how much is it? If it's like less than $4, I'll pay, because why not? How do I have 3 locations left? I think that's not right, bro. No, okay. So yeah, if it's less than $3, I'll pay. I mean, let's compare the plans. I just want to get the lowest because I think I won't play like ever. So yeah, with Pro Basic, you've got 5 minutes every 50 minutes. And like with Pro Unlimited, which is 50 cents more, you have unlimited everything. So yeah, I think this is a marketing thing, because if you see, you know, this is a really marketing like thing, because we've got 3 to choose with, and this happens a bunch of times. For example, if you want to buy a phone, there's like 3: the budget and the middle and the high end. So the first one, like in the so that's okay, so they're tricking me. So that's monthly, that's annually, and that's monthly. So actually it's $5, but I'm not gonna pay for a year, bro. So actually I have to pay $5 a month, because like if you see the first one, it's just there, but I mean no one's gonna take it. Why would you play 5 minutes every 15 minutes? That's crazy. So pretty much this one, no one is going to choose this one, and I think they're trying you just to get the middle one, because if you see it, it's the best, like it's the best for your money. For $5 you got pretty much the same thing that this one has, but it's, you know, half of the price. So they say this isn't the most convenient, but actually this one is, and they're just trying to sell you this one, I think. I mean, is it worth 5 years ever going to play? This month I'll never, nah. Fuck you, man. You can buy 2 ice creams for $5, or you can buy you know, whatever, but it's just not worth it. Here it's so fucking hot in Italy, so I'm literally burning, bro. I'm burning. I mean, I'm not gonna trade right now, but if you see, like right now, it's better longs, of course, because we got a bunch of volume here. Like, yeah, for example, let's do a test trade. Maybe something like this might work. So yeah, I'm actually doing 4 contracts, so it's 1 micro account, so this is pretty much nothing. That's why I mean, I wouldn't trade right now, but if it's 1 micro, I just don't give a fuck. So yeah, I'm in longs right now with a stop there. I'll just set this up break even, and yeah, so we got it in trade. This one was with 1 micro per account, so it's pretty much anything. I just wanted to see if it would play out, and we're targeting 322s, and we are break even, so you know, this is just a trade, let's say, for fun. You shouldn't trade for fun, but rather than not taking a trade. So yeah, I mean, we're catching, yeah, we're seeing for 10 points from 312 to 322. Looking at the volume, buyers kind of looking good, you know. They are there's kind of some strength. So let's see. We could get a break even, but you know, it looks good for the upside, so we might get failed here, and let's see. I mean, okay, so we are failed. So yeah, actually that was a really nice trade. Really nice trade. I mean, it's a 10 pointer, you know. We're scalpers. We always look for 10 points, 10, 15, 20. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes if I'm break even and the trade looks good, the volume is there, I'll just look for 20 points. So yeah, look at that. Perfect fill. Literally perfect fill. Like, look at that. That's perfection, you know. We literally got a nice move there, and we got it to tick. So that was a really nice trade. And I mean, if you look at the P&L, it's just nothing. 20 bucks. Really nothing. I'll switch it up to 20, but now actually I'm gonna do 8. So I'm still not trying to get some trades right now because it's you know, as I said earlier, we're still chopping right now, so it is shit. So I won't be taking any trades. I won't be taking any trades with my, let's say, usual contracts. I did just take a really nice trade. So yeah, if you want me guys to explain why this was a good trade, I'll explain it. So let's see the context right now. You know, I'm trading price action, so to trade price action, you always have to have like a bunch of experience behind, because it is not something you learn with like some strategies. You just gotta watch the markets and see how they react and just learn from it, you know. So right now, the thing that made me take this trade, was the fact that of this big green candle, you know, that really gives you strength for longs. That means that there are a lot of buyers. So that was one thing. Secondly, obviously everything, you know, we are chopping, but we're still, you know, in a uptrend, because we got lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower high. So we are chopping, but it's still an uptrend. So I'm looking more for buys, even if we're chopping. So that was another thing. The third thing that made me take that trade was the volume, because we had a bunch of buying volume. You know, there's not big green like candles here on the cumulative delta, so that means there's a bunch of buying volume. And yeah, so we had doji here. We got a doji here, and looking at that, you know, we know that price has been doing like some zigzag right there, and we obviously also broke the highs. I think the highs were these ones, and then we just broke through it. So if you want me to draw it, these were the highs, and we just broke them here with a big candle. We just ran back down to the highs and did a little retest here with the doji. So the doji literally retested the previous highs, and you know, a bunch of times. So this you learn just by trading and from price action. The dojis get really like retested a bunch of times on the 50 like pretty much 50% of the wick. So for example here, if I zoom in real bad, we got this big doji. I mean, I might have someone tell me, I mean, that's not a doji, that's, you know, if you search here for doji trading, they're just gonna come up like 1,000 different names for dojis, and you know, something like this. Look at this, bro. That's just shit, you know. You just confuse yourself with names that literally don't matter. And the only thing that dojis are actually is something that tells you that buyers and sellers are kind of equal on the strength. For example, here we went up, then down, and then we have a doji that is showing that sellers' momentum is kind of getting down. So, and we just said that, you know, you learn that 50% of the wicks of the doji is a bunch of times going to get retested. So I'm looking for a buy at the 50% retrace with a really tight stop loss in the week, like at the end of the week here. Because if the doji breaks, I think it means just that the sellers are bigger and stronger than the buyers. So I'll just set up, and I think this is a setup that, I mean, you learn with time, because you know, you just gotta learn when to actually take it. And it's just the setup that doesn't always need to play like a bunch of times. So let's say it plays like, if you like use it with a bunch of other things for like volume and the 5-minute you know, trend and price action. So if you have multiple confirmations, I think that this doji pretty much strategy works, I'd say 60-70% of the time. Sometimes maybe more. It depends really on the on the status of like the markets, how they're doing, of the news. So, but sometimes I'd say it's a 70% win rate if you use it with a bunch of other confirmations. And the thing is that it's good because it's, you know, the stop is really tight. So for example, here I searched a buy at, let me zoom in for you. I searched a buy at 311 with a stop at 308. So that was a 3-point stop for potentially making 10 or maybe even more. I mean, here it didn't really look good here for maybe a push more to the upside, just because we are chopping. So if you're chopping, you shouldn't be looking for like big ass trades, because we're just chopping, you know. You're either gonna get break even or with a loss. So you just gotta search for your 10 points. In other cases in which, I mean, the volume is still holding up really well and the buyers are looking really nice, I think I would have moved my my profit target for maybe 15 or 20 points. So that's really something you learn with experience. And the thing that really, I think, makes you a good trader is obviously the mentality. I think that's the most important thing of them all. I'd say that represents like the 50% of the difficulty that is in becoming a profitable trader. So really the mental part of trading, and having like strict rules. Because for example, my rules for the day are, if I lose 2 trades, I'm done. If I get to if I do like 10, 8, 10, 15 points, 20 points, 20 points is my target, obviously, because I want to take 2 10-pointers a day. But for example, if I make 10 points and I don't see the market reacting like I would like to, I mean, I just take the win, and I you know, I don't continue trading because it just doesn't make sense. So that's something you have to understand, like, for yourself. And it's something that really brings your trading to another level for me, and that lets you actually learn a bunch of things. Because if you don't have these strategies, you like, one day you might get tilted and just, you know, burn your account in one day. And that's something that really happens a bunch of time with traders that are, you know, rookies. So the risk and reward ratio is really not really important. And for example, my risk and reward can sometimes be like 1-to-1, or like sometimes I maybe even have a stop loss that might be bigger than my take profit. But if you look at the stats, actually a bunch of traders have the stop loss sometimes that it's bigger than the take profit. Because if you can give your positions like more room to play, you know, they're like 100% they're gonna have a win rate that is better. But yeah, I mean, the thing that I do in my trading, which can be kind of weird, is that, for example, here I did a break even like pretty much the same time. I mean, with this dosage strategy, I do it pretty much always. Like, whenever I'm in profit, like even if in slight profit, I'm just gonna put break even. But in like other trading situations, I just wait. If I go to pretty much 5, 6, 7 points of profit, I'll just set up my break even, because there's no point in losing a trade that is actually winning. And even sometimes, even I can bring my stop up to, like, let's say I'm 8 points from getting fit, like I'm 1 point from getting filled, and I don't see just the volume as right as I would like to. I just take the profit, you know. There's no, you know, you don't have to be a tick for a dick for a tick, as my, you know. Now my coach is TBM, and I think that has been a really nice coach. So I think you have a bunch to learn from him. So I mean, he says that sometimes. If you're like a tick from getting failed, just don't be a dick. You know, just take the profits. There's no point in losing like 9 points for a tick. So yeah, I think the risk and reward is something really to look out for, and it really depends on your trading style and how you feel and your type of trading. It's really different for anyone, so, but it's obviously really important in trading, because let's say you're right 50% of the times, 40% of the time, 60% of the time, 70% of the times. It's always about, like, either you win or lose. It's always about your risk to reward, because you may be right like 40% of the times and you're still a profitable trader, or you may be winning like 70% of the times but you're still a losing trader. It really depends on the trading style. So right now we're still chopping and nothing really happening. So yeah, I'm gonna just have to go to the bathroom right now, and I'll be right back. Can I do a text? Where is it? So yeah, I actually done a test, but I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't seem to understand where that bitch is. Where the fuck is it? I mean, who gives a shit, actually? There's no one watching, so. Hello, my friends. I actually have a fan here, but it really makes so much noise that I don't know. Oh shit. You know, okay, we broke highs, we broke the highs. We're getting some movement, we're getting somewhere. So it's actually 9:41, so our where the fuck is initial balance high? So IBH might be, yeah, so that this is IBH. Man, a retest of IBH might be good. IBH is 324. I'd say, yeah, it's 324. Actually not. 1530. So this is IBH. Okay. Now that looks good. For a little buy. That looks good for a little buy. So I'm just gonna, oh shit. I'm just gonna explain this trade to you. So I do have a strategy that is IBH. This strategy I completely took from TBM, like 100%. And this strategy says that, you know, you always gotta, for every strategy, you have to have like multiple confirmations. But in this strategy, you just have to draw the high of the first hour from the opening time, and so yeah, you just gotta draw the high, which in this case it's here. And yeah, in the first hour, pretty much the high of the first hour, it is a key level after the first hour closes. So for example, here it was the high of the first hour, and now now at 16:30, like, close the first hour. So this is the high of that range, and yeah, we're expecting to, you know, be actually, you know, taking a trade from that level. Obviously it just broke that level, so we're looking for a retest and a move back up. So right now we're not filled for literally like a tick, so that's unfortunate, because I mean, we would not have been failed, but yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. I'm just gonna take it off because 329. So yeah, right now we do have a wick test here, which is another strategy. Wick test here that might play out. So I'm not really interested in the IBH no more, so I might just take something like this. To be honest, I think that the fuck, yeah. So I would have been failed there. Let's see if I get failed here. I would have been failed there, but yeah, you know, having also the wick test. Okay, so 333, 343. That might have actually played out, but you know. But actually, having here like an opportunity to get in. So yeah, that trade would have played out. I think. A buy here. 43. So I would not have been failed to take profit. I might still be looking for like 28 or 29. Let's see the 50-minute how that looks. So yeah, actually this trade looks really nice. Hell nah, dude. Nah, get out of here, bro. What the fuck? No way, bro. For a tick, that's crazy. Nah, that's actually... Sometimes, actually, when I don't get filled, like, for example, here by tick, I would take up my order because, you know, the first touch is always the best touch in a key level, obviously. But I mean, we're trading with 2 contracts per account, so I literally don't give a fuck. I might still get it, but as I said, the first touch is always the best. But you know, being the second touch, I will lower my contract size even lower. I mean, I didn't get filled for like a tick. That's crazy. I mean, having no how's it called when you trade forex and there's like, damn, dude, no way. I'm the fucking goat. Actually, I'm the fucking goat. No way, dude. I'm the fucking goat. I mean, I literally don't give a fuck about not being in the trade because I would have made like 20 bucks, so I literally don't give a shit. But, you know, always, for example, here, I did not go in for like a tick, so that was my trade. And knowing that it would have been like an instant take profit, that actually looks good, you know. How the fuck is... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What just happened? So, right now, I didn't want to take the trade because we're closing the 5-minute, and literally the moment I took the exit order, because I mean, when you're closing 5-minute and it's that close, you shouldn't be taking trades. I literally exited the order pretty much a break even. It got me in and then it got me out like at the same time. Strange shit happens a bunch of times in trading. That's literally a break even. Literally a break even. The fuck, dude, the fuck. So yeah, I mean, I might just be out for the day because I mean look at this, bro. There's literally zero volume, you know. I mean, the 10 points is like this, you know. This is 10 points, zero volume, and we're chopping, and there's a bunch of people talking live. So I'm just gonna get out of here. I think I would not like to. I mean, I'm not gonna trade like 100%. I will not take a trade anymore. But I won't take a trade, so like, let's see if I got something to do other than trading right now, because I don't want to end the stream like this fast, you know. I mean, you know, something that really is important in trading, that, for example, every day you have to like do a recap of the trading day, you know, and look out for your trades and see what happened to be maybe wrong or bad, or what happened, you know, even if it was a winning a day, you always have to, like, at the end of the day, just look out for your trades and see, for example, you know, what happened and what you could have done better. So I mean, but you always have to have like the mentality that not always, you know, it's your fault, because in trading you always, you know, you always tend to lose and win, lose and win. You just you're just trying to win more than you lose. So it just happens to lose, you know. You can't control the markets. You can't have like 100% win rate strategy. So knowing that you will be losing, and that's a fact, you know, you can't change that. You just gotta keep in mind that if something doesn't work, it's not necessarily because you did something wrong or the strategy doesn't work. It's just maybe that, you know, the one time that it didn't work, it's just because it wasn't like, it just didn't work, you know. It happens a bunch of time, it happens. And I think that you learn that just trading and, you know, having a bunch of years behind. I mean, I'm in for I've been trading for 2.5 years now, and you know, it's been a really nice moment, really bad moment. So, but overall, I'd say trading, like, um, from my point of view right now, I think trading is a really nice opportunity to, you know, just improve yourself and learn a bunch of things, and be mentally stronger. I think I have learned and improved myself so much by the first time, you know, I started trading. So this is actually yeah, this is a gambling site, Italian gambling site, and I don't gamble obviously, but they give you like a daily bonus. So I just I don't know if you can see spun, but I just did spin the wheel to get the bonus, and you know, you have that daily. So they just gave me like 10 cent. Yeah, they just don't give you shit, but it's always fun to just see what they give you. For example, now I won 10 cent on something, and sometimes you can't even use that money. It's crazy. But I've actually played some poker. I really like poker, and I've actually played some poker here on like 10 cent, 20 cent, just to, you know, play some poker, but it's actually not fun. So I do like poker games with my friends, so that's really fun. I think that's something that every like group of friends should do, is poker, like tournaments or just, you know, cash games. I don't know what am I doing, but I literally don't know what am I doing. Okay, so that costs $1, €1. So I can't even use my bonus. So guys, I think that I'm out of here, because this is just shit, you know, zero movement, zero anything. I think I'm out of here for today, and yeah, I think I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to live stream today, just because I could live stream just like 3 days this week, and like next week I'm in vacation again, so I won't be able to live stream. I think I will be trading and posting my P&L, but I think I won't be able to stream now. 100% won't stream to next week. So yeah, I mean, I was not supposed to trade today just because I, for three like live streams, it just doesn't matter. But it really doesn't cost me anything to speak and also click like 2 buttons. So like, you know, uh, it really doesn't cost me anything. So that's my, yeah. So today, let's do a little recap. The markets were kind of shit. So I only took one trade, and it was, let's say, a test. I wouldn't have taken that trade with my full contract because markets have been shit, But it happened to be a nice trade here. We made 10 points here as for strategy, 10 pointers. So we made 10 points. That was $20, like pretty much break even on the day. And so yeah, I'll see you guys. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, there's the link below. And if someone wants to talk about their trading journey or something, I'm more than happy to share my trading journey and my trading style and everything that I do with them. So I'll see you guys in the next live stream, and hope you have a great trading day. And yeah, go outside and go for a run. Okay, so this was it, guys. 10 points for the day, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. That is going to be 2 weeks from now. So Monday, 2 weeks from now. The next Monday I'll live stream, and see you guys there.